Hey Taurus, welcome to Wild Pearl Tarot. Today we're going to be doing your September Tarot and Oracle reading, asking what's coming towards you this month. If you'd like for me to pray for you, if you'd like other Taurus and cross watchers to pray for you, simply say hi in the comments section. You're welcome to share what you're going through or even leave an emoji if you're shy like myself. It just gives us something that we can focus on that represents your energy. I seal this space with love and light only. No crappy energy gets in. So we're in a different environment, you guys. We have water in the background instead of just trees. We'll have a couple of different environments around this property. I've moved and I'm acclimating still. So of course your feedback is welcome. All right, so we start with these messages. You are learning all aspects of spiritual connection and reaching new heights. You are learning all aspects of spiritual connection and reaching new heights. And then we have, I seek truth and act upon my realizations. Okay, old man on the mountain. It's very sage-like so far. What you going through? All right, so these have all been pre-shuffled with you in mind, Taurus. We're going to get right into it. What's coming towards my Taurus in September. Make sure that they're all upright. Please make it clear. All right. Nice. Ace of Pentacles, the Lover's card, Queen of Cups upside down. Let's get a little more information on Queen of Cups upside down. So, somebody here might have withdrawn their energy. This could be you or somebody else. Of course, roles can always be reversed. Always be discerning with online tarot. Don't give your power away. So this is only here to empower you. But it looks like, Taurus, I'm talking to the Tauri out there that are experiencing a withdrawal of energy. So either you have been the emotional one, maybe having your feelings hurt, isolated, pushed out, or this is another individual that you are in some kind of union or relationship with, most likely. We've got the Lover's card, and we'll get to that in a second. But I just want to focus on this Queen for a second, because this Queen of Cups is usually when they are when they're not feeling out of sorts. They can be very intuitive. They can be very spiritually inclined, empathic, compassionate, possibly creative. They are Queen of Cups. They rule over that well of emotions. So they love to nurture people. They love to be able to dip into that well that they have of compassion and energy and genuine care and spread the and spread it. And so in this case, something's gone awry. Something has pushed this Queen of Cups into a place that is dark. And I say that because, and maybe isolated or lonely, feeling detached, maybe misunderstood. And that is because there's the Hermit here with the Five of Pentacles. So the Five of Pentacles is a sense of lack. For the lack of a better word, it's just, generally speaking, it's just sense of lack. If this was in a financial reading, I'd be like, you are broke, right? But this is going within, possibly withdrawing completely, like no communication. And it's because I feel like whoever this is, they need to lick their wounds a bit. They need to recover. And they're going, this almost feels like, Taurus, have you ever been a little bit disoriented by maybe a way you were treated or news you found out, or you got to process it regardless? And so you just almost have to retreat emotionally and sometimes literally to feel okay again. That's what this is. It's kind of a quiet and cloudy place. And there's a lot of emotions behind it though. Okay, so I've focused on that enough. We get that. But we're going to a better place. So bear with me. We have the Lover's card out here. So this is talking about an alignment of energies between you and another individual. Let's talk about this. Lovers for my Taurus. What does this mean? We're going places here. Okay, what's this? Ace of Pentacles? Where's my Taurus at? With all of this. Okay, I'm just gonna listen. For a lot of you guys, there's no contact, and it might not be forever, but it seems like two people have parted ways here, and there might have been some rough, some harsh truths shared, we have Queen of Swords in reverse as well. Queen of Swords can be really kind of harsh. When this person can have a sharp tongue, they can say things that sometimes you can't really take back. And they want to make plans. They want to move forward. They're actually going through a lot of anxiety. And it feels that like the love here has been withdrawn. It's been pulled back. So what this looks like basically is a breakup. This looks like or a fight. It doesn't necessarily have to be a breakup in the end, but it seems like two people fighting. So Taurus, this is somebody you are not getting along with, and each person is licking their wounds. It seems that there is going to be somebody reaches out. With the Ace of Pentacles, this is making a gesture to reach out, and this is with the best intentions, I will say, because we've got the Eight of Wands, which carries good news usually, and it's fast. So if you are in no contact with this energy right now, I would say it's going to happen soon. This is for September, so it would probably be in the first, maybe second week of September, but it's going to be rehashing. What's going to happen is there's going to be rehashing, talking about things. Well, you did this and that, and that you did this, or it's going to be like bringing up the points of contention which need attention, contention that needs attention, and something's moving out here. So I'm going to ask about this Death card, but I do want to say that the Death card is not always a bad energy. It means also a rebirth. So something's got to move out of the way. Now it's either going to be the entire relationship, or it's going to be putting to rest something here so that you can move on. What is this Death card for my Aquarius? There's been possibly even third-party energy and outside energy that has influenced this with the Three of Cups. I will just say that Taurus, if you're licking your wounds and if you're feeling hurt, the Death card comes out when it's truly new energies and new people need to move into the situation, like into your life, not into the situation. The Death card comes out when things need to be kind of wrapped up. And so what I'm seeing here is there is a little difficulty, there's a little complexity, because there might be some things that financially or around your home you're wrapped up with this energy still. Somehow you're connected to them, your financial or your stability or both are connected with them. And so it's not like you can just throw in the towel with a 10 of Wands. So you're still holding on, and probably for good reason. So let me find out, what can I tell my Taurus about this? You guys, this will be an extended just because it feels kind of massive. I do want to remind you though, real quick, before we open up these cards, before we open up the meaning here, I want to remind you of your initial oracle cards. You are learning all aspects of spiritual connection and reaching new heights. I seek truth and act upon my realizations. You know, when we make a deal with the universe or with spirit, God, however you name that energy, it's like sometimes we don't get to control what we hear or we see. And so it seems that you, beyond all else, have wanted just truth. And so that's a bit bittersweet here. But at least from this solid foundation of knowing and of truth, you can build a solid structure of your life on top of it. So I just wanted to bring up that silver lining because this isn't easy, you know. So what about this can be helpful for my Taurus? High Priestess. I love this. Whew, thank God. So you're gonna know what to do here. Trust yourself to navigate this through September. Regarding if you're contractually connected still with this relationship via home or with your jobs, and you just have to see some things through. You can't just walk away from it all. Your intuition is on point with that. And tell me more from my Taurus. It will be, tell me more about that, one sec. We got the Ten of Swords in reverse. Okay, that's great news. Love this. So, have you ever been shut in a room with a sibling that you're fighting with, and your parent is like, you guys can't come out until you get along? This is kind of like that. So because you are entrenched somehow contractually or financially with children or something, it's like Ten of Pentacles rules over our long-term plans and our long-term goals. And so somehow it's not like as easy as just running away from this. So because of that, your intuition is highly tuned at this time, because you want to find solutions. You want to kind of get out of this uncomfortable situation. But you're not going to have that harsh ending that you would easily be able to have if you weren't tied to them. So what happens is, actually, this is the twist in your reading, and I love that you have a positive twist. Things are going to balance out. So you'll notice that in his left hand, he's holding the scales. In his right hand, he's giving a coin. This is the card of reciprocity, understanding, and generosity. So it seems you guys have some things to work out, and it's going to bring out the problem solver in you. And it's going to bring out the intuition. And that's why I think your oracle cards, your initial messages, are so spiritual. And I think that, please don't get mad at me if I say this, but I think you asked for this in a way. Your soul wants something to chew on. It wants a challenge here, and you're absolutely getting a challenge, because there's no tougher situation to be in than feeling hurt or angry and having to work through it despite that. And the Strength card comes out to remind us of the strength that we actually already have. This card, it symbolizes diplomacy or negotiation. It symbolizes rising to the best version of yourself, and because of that, others follow. And the reason it symbolizes this, I'm going to show you. That lion is not having his mouth forced open by the woman. He's simply choosing to open it. There's no false implements of control. And that's all just to illustrate, hey, we can work with each other here. But you start that by rising to the best version of yourself. And I have a feeling that they will follow. What's next around the corner for my Taurus, if this happens? I want to kind of... Oh, yay! Six of Cups. That's a loving, playful energy. Look it up. This is where you're going. This is your arrival. Six of Cups. It's like, it's kindness. It's a very loving energy. I know that you're familiar with this energy. You already, if you've stayed this long in the reading, you know exactly who I'm talking to and talking about. And it's like, y'all, you both want to make it work out. You both do not want to feel these awful feelings. And it looks like your intuition is swooping down. This is actually quite a spiritual reading. It's basically like, you know, you can stand back as a tarot reader and be like, oh, y'all got in a fight, kind of still pissed at each other, still kind of hurt, can't just walk away. But there's all this spiritual backing in your meaning, your oracle cards. So anyway, I hope that was helpful. I'm going to go into the extended, and that link will be in the description box below if you choose to follow me. And if this is where I leave you, thanks so much for joining me, you guys. I adore you all. I love your comments. I love all the love. Giving it right back. I'll talk to you very soon. Bye-bye.